Question number 1. How does categorization of incidents assist incident management? A. It helps direct the incident to the correct support area. B. It determines the priority assigned to the incident. C. It ensures that incidents are resolved in times agreed with the customer. D. It determines how the service provider is perceived. A. It helps direct the incident to the correct support area. More complex incidents will usually be escalated to a support team for resolution. Typically, the routing is based on the incident category, which should help to identify the correct team. Question number 2. Which value chain activity creates service components? A. Improve. B. Engage. C. Obtain build. D. Deliver and support. C. Obtain build. The purpose of obtain build value chain activity is to ensure that service components are available when and where they are needed and meet agreed specifications. Service components for deliver and support and service components for design and transition are key outputs of obtain build value chain activity. Question number 3. What is the definition of warranty? A. A tangible or intangible deliverable that is produced by carrying out an activity. B. The assurance that a product or service will meet agreed requirements. C. A possible event that could cause harm or loss, or make it more difficult to achieve objectives. D. The functionality offered by a product or service to meet a particular need. B. The assurance that a product or service will meet agreed requirements. The definition of warranty is assurance that a product or service will meet agreed requirements. Question number 4. Identify the missing word in the following sentence. The purpose of the information security management practice is to the organization's information. A. Store. B. Provide. C. Audit. D. Protect. D. Protect. The purpose of the information security management practice is to protect the organization's information. This includes understanding and managing risks to the confidentiality, integrity and availability of information, as well as other aspects of information security such as authentication, ensuring someone is who they claim to be, and non-repudiation, ensuring that someone can't deny that they took an action. Question number 5. Which two needs should change control balance? 1. The need to assess risks and expected benefits. 2. The need to manage a change schedule. 3. The need to make beneficial changes. 4. The need to protect customers and users. A. 1 and 2. B. 2 and 3. C. 3 and 4. D. 1 and 4. C. 3 and 4. 3. 4. Change control must balance the need to make beneficial changes that will deliver additional value with the need to protect customers and users from the adverse effect of changes. Question number 6. Identify the missing words in the following sentence. A service is a means of enabling value co-creation by facilitating that customers want to achieve. A. The warranty. B. Outcomes. C. The utility. D. Outputs. B. Outcomes. A service is a means of value co-creation by facilitating outcomes that customers want to achieve, without the customer having to manage specific costs and risks. Question number 7. Which value chain activity includes negotiation of contracts and agreements with suppliers and partners? A. Engage. B. Design and transition. C. Obtain, build. D. Deliver and support. A. Engage. The outputs of engage value chain activity include contracts and agreements with external and internal suppliers and partners. Question number 8. Which is a purpose of the service desk practice? A. To reduce the likelihood and impact of incidents by identifying actual and potential causes of incidents. B. To maximize the number of successful IT changes by ensuring risks are properly assessed. C. To capture demand for incident resolution and service requests. D. To set clear business-based targets for service performance. C. To capture demand for incident resolution and service requests. The purpose of the service desk practice is to capture demand for incident resolution and service requests. It is also SPOC. It should also be the entry point and single point of contact for the service provider with all of its users. Question number 9. Which ITIL concept describes governance? A. The 7 guiding principles. B. The 4 dimensions of service management. C. The service value chain. D. The service value system. D. The service value system. The components of the service value system are guiding principles, governance, service value chain, practices, and continual improvement. Question number 10. Which practice is the responsibility of everyone in the organization? A. Service level management. B. Change control. C. Problem management. D. Continual improvement. D. Continual improvement. Continual improvement is everyone's responsibility, and the commitment to and practice of continual improvement must be embedded into the very fiber of the organization. Question number 11. How does service request management contribute to obtain, build value chain activity? A. It analyzes data to identify opportunities to provide new service request options. B. It ensures users continue to be productive when they need assistance from the service provider. C. It acquires pre-approved service components to help fulfill service requests. D. It collects user-specific requirements, sets expectations, and provides status updates. C. It acquires pre-approved service components to help fulfill service requests. This is obtain, build activity. Obtain, build, the fulfillment of service requests may require acquisition of pre-approved service components. Question number 12. A service provider describes a package that includes a laptop with software, licenses, and support. What is this package an example of? A. Value. B. An outcome. C. Warranty of a service. D. A service offering. D. A service offering. Service providers define combinations of goods, access to resources, and service actions to address the needs of different consumer groups. These combinations are called service offerings. Question number 13. What should be included in every service level agreement? A. Details of the system-based metrics used. B. A technical description of the service components. C. Clearly defined service outcomes. D. Legal language. C. Clearly defined service outcomes. SLAs should relate to defined outcomes and not simply operational metrics. This can be achieved with balanced bundles of metrics. Question number 14. What are the two types of cost that a service consumer should evaluate? A. The cost of creating the service, and the cost charged for the service. B. The costs removed by the service, and the costs imposed by the service. C. The cost of provisioning the service, and the cost of improving the service. D. The cost of purchasing software, and the cost of purchasing hardware. B. The costs removed by the service, and the costs imposed by the service. From the service consumer's perspective, there are two types of costs involved in service relationships. 1. Costs removed from the service consumer by the service, a part of the value proposition. This may include costs of staff, technology, and other resources, which are not needed by the consumer. 2. Costs imposed on the consumer by the service, the costs of service consumption. The total cost of consuming a service includes the price charged by the service provider, if any, plus other costs such as staff training, costs of network utilization, procurement, etc. Question number 15. Which is a benefit of using an IT service management tool to support incident management? A. It can ensure that incidents are resolved within agreed times. B. It can provide automated matching of incidents to problems or known errors. C. It can ensure that supplier contracts are aligned with the needs of the service provider. D. It can provide automated resolution and closure of complex incidents. B. It can provide automated matching of incidents to problems or known errors. Modern IT service management tools can provide automated matching of incidents to other incidents, problems, or known errors. Question number 16. What is the first step of the guiding principle, focus on value? A. Identify the outcomes that the service facilitates. B. Identify all suppliers and partners that are involved in the service. C. Determine who the service consumer is in each situation. D. Determine the cost of providing the service. C. Determine who the service consumer is in each situation. The first step in focusing on value is knowing who is being served. In each situation, the service provider must, therefore, determine who the service consumer is. Question number 17. Which practice provides a single point of contact for users? A. Incident management. B. Change control. C. Service desk. D. Service request management. C. Service desk. The purpose of the service desk practice is to capture demand for incident resolution and service requests. It should also be the entry point and single point of contact for the service provider with all of its users. Question number 18. What is a standard change? A. A change that doesn't need risk assessment because the procedure has been pre-authorized. B. A change that needs to be assessed, authorized, and scheduled by a change authority. C. A change that doesn't need risk assessment because it is required to resolve an incident. D. A change that is assessed, authorized, and scheduled as part of continual improvement. A. A change that doesn't need risk assessment because the procedure has been pre-authorized. Standard changes, these are low-risk, pre-authorized changes that are well understood and fully documented, and when the procedure for a standard change is created or modified, there should be a full risk assessment and authorization as for any other change. This risk assessment does not need to be repeated each time the standard change is implemented, only if there is a modification to the way it is carried out. Question number 19. Which guiding principle recommends organizing work into smaller, manageable sections that can be executed and completed in a timely manner? A. Focus on value. B. Start where you are. C. Progress iteratively with feedback. D. Collaborate and promote visibility. C. Progress iteratively with feedback. The description of progress iteratively with feedback says by organizing work into smaller, manageable sections that can be executed and completed in a timely manner, the focus on each smaller effort will be sharper and easier to maintain. Question number 20. What is the purpose of supplier management? A. To ensure that the organization's suppliers and their performance are managed appropriately to support the provision of seamless, quality products and services. B. To align the organization's practices and services with changing business needs through the ongoing identification and improvement of services. C. To ensure that the organization's suppliers and their performance are managed appropriately at strategic and tactical levels through coordinated marketing, selling and delivery activities. D. To ensure that accurate and reliable information about the configuration of suppliers' services is available when and where it is needed. A. To ensure that the organization's suppliers and their performance are managed appropriately to support the provision of seamless, quality products and services. The purpose of the supplier management practice is to ensure that the organization's suppliers and their performance are managed appropriately to support the provision of seamless, quality products and services. Question number 21. Which describes the nature of the guiding principles? A. A guiding principle can guide an organization in all circumstances. B. Each guiding principle mandates specific actions and decisions. C. An organization will select one of the principles to adopt. D. Guiding principles describe the processes that all organizations must adopt. A. A guiding principle can guide an organization in all circumstances. A guiding principle is defined as a recommendation that can guide an organization in all circumstances and will guide organizations when adopting service management. They are not described as prescriptive or mandatory. Question number 22. Which is not a key focus of the information and technology dimension? A. Security and compliance. B. Communication systems and knowledge bases. C. Workflow management and inventory systems. D. Roles and responsibilities. D. Roles and responsibilities. The organization and people dimension of a service covers roles and responsibilities, formal organizational structures, culture and required staffing and competences, all of which are related to the creation, delivery and improvement of a service. Question number 23. Which statement about a change authority is correct? A. A single change authority should be assigned to authorize all types of change and change models. B. A change authority should be assigned for each type of change and change model. C. Normal changes are pre-authorized and do not need a change authority. D. Emergency changes can be implemented without authorization from a change authority. B. A change authority should be assigned for each type of change and change model. It is essential that the correct change authority is assigned to each type of change to ensure that change control is both efficient and effective. For normal change models, based on the type of change, determine the roles for assessment and authorization. Question number 24. Which describes outcomes? A. Tangible or intangible deliverables. B. Functionality offered by a product or service. C. Results for a stakeholder. D. Configuration of an organization's resources. C. Results for a stakeholder. An outcome is a result for a stakeholder enabled by one or more outputs. The definition of a service describes how the value of a service enables value co-creation by facilitating outcomes that customers want to achieve. Question number 25. Which is a recommendation of the continual improvement practice? A. There should be a small team dedicated to leading continual improvement efforts. B. All improvements should be managed as multi-phase projects. C. Continual improvement should be isolated from other practices. D. External suppliers should be excluded from improvement initiatives. A. There should be a small team dedicated to leading continual improvement efforts. Although everyone should contribute in some way, there should be at least a small team dedicated full-time to leading continual improvement efforts and advocating for the practice across the organization. Question number 26. Which practices are typically involved in the implementation of a problem resolution? 1. Continual improvement. 2. Service request management. 3. Service level management. 4. Change control. A. 1 and 2. B. 2 and 3. C. 3 and 4. D. 1 and 4. D. 1 and 4. 1. Problem management activities can identify improvement opportunities in all 4 dimensions of service management. Problem solutions can in some cases be treated as improvement opportunities, so they are included in a continual improvement register and use continual improvement techniques to prioritize and manage them. 4. Error control includes identification of potential permanent solutions. This may result in a change request for implementation of a solution. Question number 27. Which service management dimension is focused on activities and how these are coordinated? A. Organizations and people. B. Information and technology. C. Partners and suppliers. D. Value streams and processes. D. Value streams and processes. The value streams and processes dimension focuses on what activities the organization undertakes and how they are organized, as well as how the organization ensures that it is enabling value creation for all stakeholders efficiently and effectively. Question number 28. Which is a recommendation of the service desk practice? A. Service desks should never use technologies such as SMS and chat functions. B. Service desks should be highly technical functions. C. Service desks should have a practical understanding of the wider business. D. Service desks should always be a physical team in a single fixed location. C. Service desks should have a practical understanding of the wider business. Another key aspect of a good service desk is its practical understanding of the wider organization, the business processes and the users. Question number 29. How should an organization adopt continual improvement methods? A. Use a new method for each improvement that the organization handles. B. Select a few key methods to suit the types of improvement that the organization handles. C. Build the capability to use as many improvement methods as possible. D. Select a single method for all improvements that the organization handles. B. Select a few key methods to suit the types of improvement that the organization handles. There are many methods that can be used for improvement initiatives and too many shouldn't be used. It is a good idea to select a few key methods that are appropriate to the types of improvements the organization typically handles and to cultivate those methods. Question number 30. Which value chain activity includes presenting workarounds to users via a service portal? A. Plan. B. Improve. C. Engage. D. Obtain build. C. Engage. Engage. Problems that have a significant impact on services will be visible to customers and users. In some cases, customers may wish to be involved in problem prioritization, and the status and plans for managing problems should be communicated. Workarounds are often presented to users via a service portal, and the purpose of Engage value chain activity is to provide continual engagement with all stakeholders. Question number 31. Which practice has the purpose of making new and changed services and features available for use? A. Change control. B. Service request management. C. Release management. D. Deployment management. C. Release management. The purpose of release management is to make new and changed services and features available for use. Question number 32. How does service request management contribute to design and transition activity? A. By collecting user-specific request requirements. B. By acquiring pre-approved service components. C. By providing service request trend and quality information. D. By initiating standard changes to fulfill service requests. D. By initiating standard changes to fulfill service requests. Standard changes to services can be initiated and fulfilled as service requests. Question number 33. Which value chain activity ensures people understand the organization's vision? A. Improve. B. Plan. C. Deliver and support. D. Obtain build. B. Plan. The purpose of plan value chain activity is to ensure a shared understanding of the vision, current status and improvement direction for all four dimensions and all products and services across the organization. Question number 34. What is the definition of an event? A. Any change of state that has significance for the management of a configuration item or IT service. B. Any component that needs to be managed in order to deliver an IT service. C. The ability of an IT service or other configuration item to perform its agreed function when required. D. Any valuable component that can contribute to delivery of an IT product or service. A. Any change of state that has significance for the management of a configuration item or IT service. An event can be defined as any change of state that has significance for the management of a configuration item, CI, or IT service. Question number 35. What is defined as the ability of a configuration item to perform its agreed function when required? A. Availability. B. Service management. C. Event. D. Known error. A. Availability. Availability is the ability of an IT service or other configuration item to perform its agreed function when required. Question number 36. Which statement about the value chain activities is correct? A. Every practice belongs to a specific value chain activity. B. A specific combination of value chain activities and practices forms a service relationship. C. Service value chain activities form a single flow that enables value creation. D. Each value chain activity contributes to the value chain by transforming specific inputs into outputs. D. Each value chain activity contributes to the value chain by transforming specific inputs into outputs. Each activity contributes to the value chain by transforming specific inputs into outputs. Each activity may draw upon resources, processes, skills and competencies from one or more practices. Question number 37. Which describes the principle, think and work holistically? A. Conducting a review of existing service management practices and decide what to keep and what to discard. B. Reviewing how an improvement initiative can be organized into smaller, manageable sections that can be completed in a timely manner. C. Reviewing service management practices and removing any unnecessary complexity. D. Using the 4 dimensions of service management to ensure coordination of all aspects of an improvement initiative. D. Using the 4 dimensions of service management to ensure coordination of all aspects of an improvement initiative. The guiding principle, think and work holistically, advises that services are delivered to internal and external service consumers through the coordination and integration of the 4 dimensions of service management. Question number 38. Which practice is responsible for moving components to live environments? A. Change control. B. Release management. C. IT asset management. D. Deployment management. D. Deployment management. The purpose of the deployment management practice is to move new or changed hardware, software, documentation, processes, or any other component to live environments. Question number 39. Which is a key consideration for the guiding principle, keep it simple and practical? A. Try to create a solution for every exception. B. Understand how each element contributes to value creation. C. Ignore conflicting objectives of different stakeholders. D. Start with a complex solution, then simplify. B. Understand how each element contributes to value creation. When analyzing a practice, process, service, metric or other improvement target, always ask whether it contributes to value creation. Question number 40. Which is not usually included as part of incident management? A. Scripts for collecting initial information about incidents. B. Formalized processes for logging incidents. C. Detailed procedures for the diagnosis of incidents. D. Use of specialized knowledge for complicated incidents. C. Detailed procedures for the diagnosis of incidents. The incident management process does not usually include detailed procedures for how to diagnose, investigate and resolve incidents.